The show which you are about to listen to is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of close friends, in particular, a tight-knit band of employees from a small, local horror marketplace. It is all the more tragic in that they were young, but had they lived very, very long lives, they could have not expected, nor would they have wished to present to you as much of the madness and macabre that you're about to witness. For most, an idyllic horror podcast has become much more than a nightmare. The banter that is about to unfold will most likely lead to one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history. Welcome to Terror Traders Creepcast.
Creepcast! What's going on, guys? It's Justin, of course, from Creepcast, and this isn't your regular episode of Creepcast. No, we have some really special guests sitting around the circle of death tonight.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Who are they? I don't know.
Sitting across from me.
Really good.
Spectacular. Bobby Calabrese.
Oh,
how are
give
you?
him a round of applause.
The
I'm
Italian
good.
stallion, as Davey put it. So, what's
Everybody,
going on, buddy?
Nothing, man. Guys, sit down. Nope, no, it's a standing O. We don't need it.
Oh, man.
Sitting to the left of Bobby Calabrese, the beast from the east,
Oh!
Argyle Goolsby. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to clap for myself.
Oh, they can't tell.
And then, of course, beside me, one of my favorite vampires, second to maybe the lost Tim Capello, maybe. I don't know. Who's his name? Davey? What was the really pretty one? The one that all the chicks love? The blonde one.
Edward Cullen.
Yes, that one. Whatever. Davey Calabrese. How are you, my
Dave.
friend?
Hello.
He
No,
is.
Dwayne was pretty sensitive.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
Dwayne?
He was Death by Stereo.
Death by Stereo.
He only says one thing.
You miss sucker.
This is a really, really cool opportunity tonight, guys. It's really cool to be sitting around the table. You guys have a big weekend ahead of you.
That's right.
What's going on?
Well,
Take it away, Bobby.
we have a...
And already the cell phone.
we
just
have
talked
a
about this.
special caller on air. If you want to take that, we'll take it here.
Hello.
Are you taking a goddamn phone call?
No. Yeah, what are we doing this weekend?
Sunday.
Yeah, what's going
Sunday,
on?
Sundays.
Well, you need to read it off the.
Well, this weekend, there's
Sunday,
two
May
parts to the weekend.
21st, Phoenix, Arizona, near Dark Festival.
Calabrese
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
with Twin Tribes. That's a stacked lineup, by the way.
Oh, yeah. DJ Dave Parlay, Glass Spells, Urban Heat, Body of Light, Calabrese, and Twin Tribes,
So,
a.k.a. Calabrese.
question: how did this come together? This show.
It's not who you know. It's who you...
So you blow.
Way! Well, hey, I didn't... You set up the show.
Judas Priest, bro.
Because it's a fun lineup.
Yeah, some of the best goth, most recent goth acts around.
Right.
And, I just said, booking agent, hello.
Said, hello.
Yeah. We want to play a show. So this is the big Calabrese comeback show.
Right.
And, we have a bunch of friends with us. It's going to be great.
Everybody excited. Goolsby, how you feeling?
Big G, how you doing in the corner there? What's going on?
I'm very excited. Honored to be here.
Practice. How's the practice stuff going?
Juicy.
I saw the
going
post,
great.
man. The post was a tease.
Yeah, it's because my
You like the
feet
feet?
work.
Oh.
Yes. OnlyFans, by the way. What are you doing putting that on the internet for free?
For free.
For
What am I
free.
thinking?
Are you kidding me?
Are
God,
they, if you're,
Only toes.
Are they like talons? Are they considered talons at this point? Bat talons?
Yeah. I would go for that. I think they qualify.
Well, that Jesus Christ. Well, that's Sunday night, right? So tonight's Friday.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? Boys?
What are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Chilling.
We going to the water park?
Water park.
I'm down.
Well, again,
They shut down Big Surf. God damn it.
as we noted tonight, we're around the circle of death here. So I thought it'd be a fun time to have a cool conversation about all things horror, maybe, and some little tidbits around that. Monster Kids. This is all of us right here at the table. Maybe if you want to go around and tell us kind of either what got you into being a monster kid, what got you into horror, how you ended up here, and blah blah blah.
I'll get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Our older brother Jimmy Super into it. Super into
Rest
it.
in peace.
Buried him. We'll dig him up later.
Yeah, no, you got hibernation.
So, yeah, what would he do? He had a drawer of rubber masks, and he would just pull one out and like scare us, right? Rah! As children. And it scarred us, and now here we are. I remember another one. Another vivid memory is, was it Evil Dead or Dead Alive? Same, but different. Yeah, Jimmy was
both double feature.
Yeah, Jimmy was showing Bobby those movies like from Blockbuster or whatever,
Yeah.
and they locked the door. They wouldn't let me go in. It was too much.
We got it was a triple feature. Evil Dead 2, of course. Dead Alive, aka Brain Dead, and The Omen 3.
The Omen 3 is
There's something. There's the one with Danzig in it. Where he makes a cameo as a fallen angel.
No,
That's something else.
That's
Is that
the prophecy.
The prophecy.
That Omen. Oh, that's not even close. Oh my God, Monster Kid, cancel. My card is canceled.
No, it's not.
Well, that
Right.
takes us to Bobby. What do we got here?
But yeah, we lock the door and we say, "Get out, little children."
I actually have been really excited to talk to you. Okay, Bobby. Italian horror. Word through the grapevine is that you fancy yourself some of the giallo.
Yeah, I like gabagools. I like Fulcis and Argentis. No, yeah, they're the best.
I want you to regurgitate something for me
Yeah.
that we were talking a little bit about before the show. And what is it about the Italian horror genre that you enjoy? I mean, I champion it a lot in the show. I think it's different, right, than most other horror films. It looks different. It sounds different. I think it's got some of the best soundtracks in horror. True. But what is it for you that scratches the itch?
First and foremost, I guess the unique stories. It's always weird. Something's always just the worst thing that could happen in these movies. Always seems to happen. Like a locked door, and then here comes a little knife through the door, and it unlocks it, and you're like, "Ah!" But you just stand there looking at it instead of just running away. It's ugh.
Right.
The dubbing is weird sometimes.
Let's talk about the lack of like plots too. Like none of the Fulci, for example. Like nothing makes sense. Like,
Yeah, I know.
And depending on what movie you're watching, like it could really put people off. If you recommend Zombie for somebody's first Italian movie, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean,
That one's weird because then they go nuts. It's like Zombie 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
right.
And then it's all weird. And then I like it because all the Italian dudes seem to like pile on each other and like
And let's
steal each other's kind of stuff. They're like,
right.
They're like, yeah, this is Zombie 2. It has nothing to do with Zombie 1, but then somehow, this one's called Zombie 3. Oh, it has nothing to do with the other guys.
And Katrina McCall, whatever. She's in like everything.
Which one's that?
The beautiful one. The beautiful one that's in like everything. City. And Goolsby, we go to you. I'm sure your path is probably a lot different. You're more classical, I imagine, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
And
He's an old soul. He likes that black and white shit.
For you, what started it, buddy?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I remember as a kid, it was the library. I would go through the library and see the old Crestwood House monster books. Those were always well sought after. And it seemed like there would be a new one popping up every now and then. Like, you think that you'd seen them all. And it wasn't like a new book would be there. It was still all tattered and old and ragged. But it's like, how did I miss the Mad Scientists one? So it was almost like this feeling of discovery every time I would go into the library, and I just started looking for monsters, and that similarly like kicked off my obsession with books and stuff like that as well. But I think what really solidified it was when VHS became a medium, because prior to that I was only able to see these monsters in books, in stills and pictures. So when VHS came out and you could actually start, in my case, renting VCRs, I just started like collecting and buying what I could, and watching them when I could, and it was just magical.
And this is in West Virginia, right?
Yes.
So Jason, I'm sure he wishes he could be here right now because he's also a West Virginia guy. Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Side note.
Yes.
Could you hear Aleister Crowley?
Yes, I could hear Aleister Crowley. That's
you like to
that is our oddities room, Davey. Way to put us on blast. Jesus. They would have
like-
never known.
Is that what that is?
Would you
Yes.
like to turn it off real quick?
No, we're rolling with it, dude. It's
Pure audio?
yeah, because I'm not even gonna sit here and try to explain to Zeta where that bun's at, because that's
I thought it was some dude moaning outside.
you know, it might make for good ambiance. It might sound Italian on the show. I don't know.
Zambiance.
It's this ambiance. Oh snap!
Oh shit!
I like.
Write it
that.
down!
Write it.
Copyright Davey Calabrese 2023.
I like
The
it.
oddities room, though.
The oddities room.
Oh my God.
Well, let's circle back to that in one moment, because I do want to ask Argyle.
Gubby.
Dude, okay, so Jason, West Virginia guy, Parkersburg. He told me that, okay, so Bluefield is where you're at, right?
Correct,
Or where
yeah.
you grew up?
That's where I grew up.
So we have a side show called Terror Files, where we just talk cryptids, lore, monsters, all kinds of cool shit. And I've been really excited to talk to you because I know you've done songs based on Mothman, based on the Flatwoods Phantom. First question I have, man, and we've had Seth Breedlove, who actually turns out you know him from Small Town Monsters.
I've never met him, but I'm familiar with his work.
You're familiar with his work, which is awesome. That dude's done some really cool stuff. But the first question I have is the Flatwoods Phantom from West Virginia. But until we started doing Terror Files, I had no idea of its existence. Did the Mothman, was it just so big that it overrode the Phantom? Like, I feel like nationwide it got no love.
So the Phantom, the Flatwoods, so the Phantom of Flatwoods, or the Braxton County Monster, Flatwoods Monster as he's known, that happened in the 50s. So that was,
predates it.
Yeah, it predated the Mothman events. I feel like one of the main reasons that the Flatwoods Monster is not as well known is that, depending on what you read and what you believe, there was an effort to cover that up because there was military involvement in it. I recommend a book by a guy, Frank Fascino.
Okay.
He wrote a book called The Braxton County Monster, and it goes all in detail about this whole story and
Write
kind
that down.
of touches on the point that you brought up, why
Right.
it wasn't necessarily more of a sensation. But you have to keep in mind the people of West Virginia as a whole, and I don't want to speak for the whole state, I guess I am, but like in that time period, the state as it is kind of suffers from stereotyping, like a bunch of hillbillies, backwoods, and it's not entirely untrue.
Oh,
I was going to ruin it for you.
Goddamn monsters.
hey, it's Mothman over there.
But I think what it is like, the ridicule. What happened was Kathleen May, who was the mother of Freddie May, who was one of the kids who had seen the monster in the group of kids that initially saw it. They went on Meet the Press, I believe it was in New York City, and they were like, well, describe it to us. And she's like, well, giving them descriptions. And they kind of turned it more into a monster, like with arms and a face, and looked like it was in a dress. But it was more of a machine. What it was an alien in like a containment unit. Just because of the atmosphere, ship had crashed. So that's when they had seen it. But what had happened was all the ridicule, like, oh, these hillbillies, these inbreds, these yokels in West Virginia are seeing monsters. They must be drinking all that moonshine, So people didn't really talk about it.
I'm all about that sunshine.
People didn't talk about it because it just kind of invited ridicule. But the Mothman was a little harder to deny because it wasn't just a group of kids that saw it. There were there were two sightings technically of the Flatwoods Monster because there was, there was a group. But I won't get into all that. The Mothman was sighted over, many years, culminating with the Silver Bridge collapse. But very reputable people saw it. It was hanging out on top of Tiny's Diner, downtown. Police officers saw it. Just everyone. People were lining up for weeks and weeks just to watch the lights on the Ohio River, doing all these weird patterns and geometric ballet up in the sky. So,
and there's still museums, right? Like there's still a Mothman museum. There's still the Flatwoods Phantom Museum.
Yeah. So the Mothman Museum was started by a guy named Jeff Walmsley, and I first met Jeff whenever we were touring with Blitzkid through Ohio. We would always stop in Point Pleasant. He had a record store called Criminal Records, I believe it was called at the time. So we would stop and talk to him, and that's how I got to know him. And he eventually opened the museum. The Flatwoods Monster Museum was opened by Andrew Smith, and that was in, I want to say, like maybe 2016 or 2017.
Right on.
Yeah.
And so outside of the West Virginia stuff, is that something you were interested in growing up, like all this cryptid stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, still to this day?
Yeah, and it was because of the Mothman and the Flatwoods Monster that I, found out about, like I think I had heard about, that before even like Bigfoot and Nessie, just because it was one of those like lures around the area. But I had a coloring book, and I wish I still had it. I can see it. I just cannot remember the title of it, but it was going like cryptids across the world, and they included the Flatwoods Monster and Mothman.
And it was a book?
It was a coloring book. I got it at Hill's Department Store.
Dude, Hill's Department Store. Holy shit, I remember that place.
Yeah,
I used to love going there. That was like a weekend treat.
It was the same company that put out a book. I have this coloring book still. It's called Mythical Creatures. It was the same artist, but I can't remember the name of it. So if anybody knows, let me know.
I was just going to say, get Goolsby this fucking book, please, if you're listening.
Super sleuths.
Yeah.
Initiate. Hey, where's Mr. Mothman up to now? Has he made any appearances?
Yeah. So there's been
Is he
sightings in
retired?
Chicago. A lot of sightings in Chicago.
Oh, he retired to Chicago.
And that was years ago. I don't know if they're still active, but the Flatwoods Monster, nothing. I mean, there was one they called Bashful Billy. It was one of the
Bashful Billy.
Yeah, that was the code name for him because one of the ships had crashed. I mean, there was one in Frametown, and then there was the one obviously in Flatwoods, and
Right.
They were kind of like connected. It all goes back to this like arterial, I'm not arterial, sorry, like gunfire, like shootout with the U.S. government,
Right.
And they got away, and they were being chased, and going up and down and up and down, and it just happened to land in Flatwoods because it was remote, I believe.
This is Davey Calabrese. Are you a believer?
Of
On the record.
Man Moth?
Yeah.
Of Mr. Mothman.
I don't know.
He looks. I'm more of a fan of Moth Boy.
Oh, boy.
I was talking to Zeta about like what's my favorite cryptid, right? I think I'm down with Bigfoot.
You down with Bigfoot?
Bigfoot's classic. He's got good merchandise.
You know what they say about Bigfoots with big feet? They got big feet.
I only moved to Arizona 2 years ago, right? So I'm from the Northeast. What the fuck is there? Like, what is it? Skinwalkers?
Yeah,
Is
what
that-
do we got out here? I was just thinking that. I was going to
yeah.
ask.
Is that what it is?
I was going to put that out on the table.
Skinwalkers.
Chupacabra.
Is that
Chupacabra.
Mexico though, or something?
Jabberwockies. No.
Bloodsuckers. Jabberwockies?
Alice in Wonderland.
Some Lewis Carroll
Chewbacca's.
shit.
They're,
Mandalorians.
What's the one? Goolsby. What's the one? They're like they.
You said Skinwalker.
Are you
That's
talking
pretty
about
good.
the weird little feet people? I forgot the name of them. Or they're like
They're like they
You have weird
turn into different. They're like.
Skinwalker.
Oh,
Is it the Skinwalker?
Isn't Skinwalker
They have
just
them like
werewolf
Flagstaff.
though?
It
Well,
is
it's
just
like
a
it's
werewolf.
like the Native American version of the.
What is it?
Skinwalker. But
I think it
what's-
is.
What do we have from the
what's
crowd?
this thing you're scared of?
Audience member. What do you
Audience
got?
member
Over there?
Zeta.
Wendigos.
Okay. Audience is like, Jesus, fuck.
Hey man, you know what they say? Wendigo, you gotta go.
Yeah, Wendigos. That's the thing here. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to circle back
Wait,
one more
I
time.
thought Wendigo was like an Iceman or something.
well, it
Did I make
depends.
that up?
It depends because it's scary stories to tell in the dark. If you remember, the guy's in the blanket and he pulls him so fast he burns up and turns into ash. Remember, they approached the old guy at the fireplace, which, according to legend, I don't think that's what it does. I could be mistaken.
A Wendigo is like you see an animal, but he's acting really weird. Like there's like a human inside it.
No, I thought a Wendigo was that.
So that's humans.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Skinwalkers, Wendigos. Ah.
Wait, I
Wendigos,
thought
Skinwalkers.
Wait
You guys get it.
a minute.
Chupacabras.
I thought the Wendigo was it's like the big traveling vehicle. It has like a table in there. There's like a big giant. What is that?
And I'm
called?
supposed to be the
Wendigo?
co-host of a
Mothman
fucking
hangs out.
cryptid show, and I don't even know what the
Oh,
hell we're talking
Winnebago.
about. But yeah, circling back to West Virginia and the roots and everything like that, I got to ask about. We loosely talked about it before the show, the Witch's Dungeon.
Yeah.
So this is something I've been anxious to talk to you about, man. Yeah. So if you can maybe give
cuss here. We can cuss here.
we can cuss here. Yeah, dude, this
Fuck,
is fucking
fuck,
podcast.
fuck,
fuck.
Diarrhea.
Sorry, kids. But yeah,
Shit,
man.
Damn. Fuck.
Ass shit, gargoyle, bitch, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Hell.
No, I've been practicing.
Are we good? Are we good? Are we all good?
No, I got one more. I've been practicing my swears. Hold on. cock shit, motherfucker, gargoyle, demon, bitch, whore, bitch.
And you guys can get this a much more Sunday night at the Van Buren. Okay?
Yes, we'll say
8 p.m. set time. 8 p.m. set time.
Oh, yeah.
Calabrese plays at 8 p.m. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
8 p.m. on the
Doors at
dot.
5 p.m.
Okay.
If you want to see the show.
So curse in between songs and they'll understand the language you speak. But yeah, so back to the whole Witch's Dungeon and everything, man. I've been really eager to talk to you about this and what your role is, what you do there, and all that good stuff.
So on the books, I'm the vice president.
Okay.
It's a nonprofit organization, and
Mr. President.
Fucking Prez Ghouls.
Happy birthday. Vote for Goolsby 2024.
yeah, and just all general sense, just the general, running of keeping things running with Cortland and Bill Diamond,
And you were talking to me a lot about Cortland before the show, and wow,
Yeah.
has that guy lived an amazing life.
He's the Forrest Gump of horror kids.
And we got a lot of people listening that are big into like the Universal Monster stuff, and some of the stories, if you can maybe share one or two of them, like what it's been like to work with them throughout this time, I feel like the listeners would love.
And there's a lot of Forrest Gump fans out there as well.
There's a lot of Forrest Gumps out
Yeah,
there.
so
right?
you got to let us hear, baby.
Oh wait, do you have Dracula's cape?
No,
or his
but we
medallion?
have one.
His
of-
underwear.
We have one of 3 white gold rings that were cast from Bela's ring that he wore in
That's
Dracula.
insane. So
How much?
Well, it wasn't
How
Dracula.
much?
It was actually, I think it was Mark of the Vampire.
Oh, that's
he
fucking
wore
rad,
around.
dude.
Man.
Jason took me to Vegas, man. I'd never been before, and he took me to Zach Bagans' place, and he had the actual mirror that Lugosi looks into. And that was a real trip, but
He does not like those. He does not.
He
like
d-
mirrors.
yeah, no. You guys don't like
That's what I heard.
right?
Oh, I love mirrors.
Oh, and I did fucking invite you in tonight, didn't I? Son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so if you can maybe tell us like a really
Yeah.
cool story about what it's been like to work alongside him.
Yeah, it all kind of, for me, like happened by chance when I moved to Connecticut
Right.
back in 2015. My wife is from Connecticut. We decided to move back up, to that state. And I had been loosely aware of the Witch's Dungeon just through, Atlas Obscura and obscure Connecticut and things like that. Not to mention the fact that he's been on Good Morning America, Entertainment Tonight, Playboy, National Geographic,
Playgirl.
New York Times, baby. It's had some coverage because it was really one of the only things of its kind when it started.
Sure.
But I started going to watch movies because he would play movies on 16.
I love movies.
millimeter. Me too. I liked a movie too. And we just hit it off. We became friends, and we just started just yammering away about horror movies and this, that, and the other, and I just started working with him. But he's the great nephew of Henry Hull, who was the first screen portrayal of a werewolf in Universal's Werewolf of London. So, it's so hard to pick just like any
Werewolf of
kind
London.
of story because there's so many.
Well, you told me something fascinating before the show about Vincent Price, man.
Yeah.
Which that was cool.
Oh, the elevator.
You know him?
No.
No, that's a different
Different story?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Loving an elevator?
So Vincent, Cortland had met Vincent Price when he was a teenager through his uncle, Henry Hull, because they were both in the film Master of the World together. And Cortland became friends with Vincent throughout the years, and at some point there was a Halloween type of conglomerate business attraction, whatever you want to call it, that wanted to buy the Witch's Dungeon, and he didn't want to sell it because it's not a monetary thing. It's just like his passion, and the guy wasn't very keen on him being turned down by this. So he had contacted some of the legal departments that I'm figuring out he was connected to at Universal, and was like, "There's a guy up in Connecticut like charging 50 cents for people to come see your monsters." And they descended on him, and
Too
they
much.
cease and desist, and they said, "You got to stop." And at this point, he'd been doing it for like almost 30 some years. And he was talking to Vincent on the phone, and he said, Vincent asked him, he said, "I have one question for you, and I know the answer to this, but I want to ask you, do you love what you do?" He said, "You know I do." He goes, "That's all I need to hear." And then he calls him back and said that he had arranged through his publicist and manager to go on a PR campaign. He went on radio stations, TV stations, So like what we're doing right now, Vincent Price would sit there and the disc jockey would say, like, if you think what Universal is doing is despicable, deplorable, call their legal department. Here's their number. So they got their lines jammed so bad. And Vincent was about to go on Entertainment Tonight because Cortland is good friends with Leonard Maltin. And, you know, they called Cortland. It was like, what is going on? Like, what? Make it stop. And,
Right.
and he's like, well,
Tom
listen.
Atkins.
Yeah, he's
Make
like,
it stop.
he's like, you know, he's going on Entertainment Tonight tomorrow, and they have no interest in Universal's, you know, interests. You know what I mean? And they were like, okay, what do you need? He's like, just let me do what I've been doing since I was 13 years old. And they were like, okay, well, give us a list of everything that, you know, you want to do figures of, or that you have figures of. So he was shrewd enough to just list every fucking figure that could in any way, shape, or form be represented in figure form at some point.
You don't know until you ask.
But here's the thing, and I'm not disparaging Universal because, like, you know, this is old. You know, like, guards change. You know what I mean?
Of course,
there's different. Like, this was Universal in the 80s and 70s and on and on and on. He ended up actually working with them. They called him when they started doing the Monsters Cafe, and I'm jumping ahead here.
Yeah.
To like do their Wolfman figure. He's like, that'll be $35,000, please. And they're like, okay. He's like, cha-ching. But no. So, but the point I was trying to make is, he's like, okay, yada yada. Okay, the mole people. And he said, the lady was like, the mole what? He's like, the mole people. And he could hear her going.
You just typing away.
She goes, huh. All right. So here's someone trying to be like, don't show our figures, and it's like literally, he's the only human being on Earth like going, this is the mole people,
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, there's so many, man. I don't want to like,
No worries.
cannibalize the time,
And
but like,
was
yeah.
the Nosferatu thing, right? Was that affiliated with the Witch's Dungeon? The
picture I showed you?
Yeah.
Yes, so there we have a Nosferatu figure that was sculpted by Paul Day Clemens, who was actually in The Beast Within.
Okay.
That film, if you've ever seen it, I recommend it.
Sure.
Cool. But you know, he also dabbled in sculpting, and there was a group called the Halloween Society back in the 80s. It was Dante Renta, Ron McGid, David Lady, all these mask makers,
right?
All the mask maker people know what I'm talking about, and Cortland worked with them too, and. Yeah, man, like that was just kind of how that all started. Paul had created a Nosferatu figure, and it was just like a group like us. Like, we were like, yo, none of the mask companies are making what we want. Let's make them. It's very punk rock. And he had made a Nosferatu, but it's just gotten to the point where it's starting to deteriorate because it's old. And I found there's just through Instagram, like, it just, you know, it's feeding me like cat videos all the time.
My man, buddy.
Yeah. It knows my passion.
My whole Instagram is cats, dude.
Oh,
Are you a cat guy?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
That's my fucking life, dude.
I literally, like, it was the other day. I'm like, look, there's an account called Cats on Amps.
Shout out to our cats at home.
You give me 10 extra minutes in the day, and it's spent on the fucking Explore page on Instagram, just flipping up cat shit. It's mental health, free mental health. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like
Paisan Fulci.
But this cat, I saw this sculptor, like, I saw this Nosferatu, and I was like, what? Because it's the best one I've ever seen, dude.
That's really cool.
It's by a guy named Jason Hammond.
Dude, he's incredible.
You know who I'm talking
Yeah, Jason
about?
Hammond's fucking amazing.
Up in Ontario.
Yes.
Amazing, dude.
His shit is insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And like
we just had a guy bring in a freaking Barlow the other day.
Yeah.
And originally, it was, I think he only does a limited amount, too, right? Like,
that's the thing, is like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I got to get one of these motherfuckers. And I go, and it's just like, you know, he'll make one or two at a time and go, all right, this drops tomorrow.
And good luck.
At 9 p.m. Everybody, you know, yeah, may the force be with you.
Sure.
And I wrote him, and I was like, dude, listen, man, like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but like, I work at a museum.
I'm in a
and,
band.
Like,
Right.
love to have
Chicks
us here.
love
You might have heard of me.
I'm kind of a big deal.
I'm fucking VP Goolsby, dude.
Oh man. So he was just like, yeah, dude, totally. Let's do it. And he cast one up for me, painted it,
Hammond
even
hooked
made
you
the
up.
little hat for him and everything. So
I'm gonna try that tonight, dude. I guarantee you, though, I'm gonna get he's gonna say fuck you.
he's
gonna be like,
so
line up
pissed
at 9
me
a.m.
right now. He's gonna be like, oh, dude, I have all these people writing me now.
No, dude, Bobby, you would really appreciate it. He did a Fulci bust. That
Hey,
was
Fulci.
it was incredible.
The
Like the
zombie.
poster
Oh,
zombie.
did you see
Yeah.
his bust, the big old bust.
He did an amazing Carrie.
I love
Have you
Buzz.
seen
Yes,
the
the Carrie was phenomenal.
Oh my god.
Oh, he did a Pretty Woman too, like which is phenomenal. That guy's work is insane, and
Roy Orbison?
it's
Bust?
worth Roy Orbison. Yeah,
Removable glasses.
You know, and I'm not like a snob when it comes to sculpts, but like
Sure.
I have an aesthetic guy, and I can't help, man. But like just taking things apart, it's a problem I have. Like I it doesn't mean I don't like it, but I'll be like, I'm very rarely like 100% satisfied with something. I'm always like, yeah, but this could be better.
Sure.
And that either makes me an asshole or just like a good artist. I don't know. But
Right.
like there's nothing about his. I saw it, and I was like, this is it, man. This is
No-
the best Nosferatu sculpt I've ever
no,
seen.
nothing you would change about it.
Nothing.
You were just that into it.
Nothing.
That speaks a lot to
God
but Jason Hammond. Everything that dude does touches. It's like gold, though. The guy's phenomenal. So scores, right? So are you?
Weird.
Is there any consider? I know you did the Nosferatu score.
Correct.
Any future silent films?
Yeah,
How-
absolutely.
I feel like the
You did a
cabinet.
Nosferatu? How old are you?
I did. 1,443 years.
Yeah, dude. It's right.
That's why I have these sunglasses
How
on.
is Jesus cool?
Jesus
It's all right, yeah. we hung out a bit. Sorry. It's
Hung
just like- I'm trying. I can't do it. Like, you got all the one-liners. It's all, if Bobby did it, everybody would be like, yeah.
You'd have been great at wrestling promos, dude.
Oh, dude,
no,
so
I
much
just-
so.
I mean, you've basically been doing them for like
That's
15
true.
years.
Introduce. No, I don't.
Dude, those I just want to jump in. I'm not trying to like jump off topic, but like
Yeah.
the old Ask Calabrese podcast, dude, hilarious, dude.
I
To
miss
this day,
those.
I still watch like whatever you guys have up on your channel. Like I fucking laugh my ass off. That shit is so fucking funny.
I revisit those from time to time too.
Me
You used to
too.
like. I think Bobby would be like fucking skateboarding down
Yeah, just-
the dusty tomb of Arizona. And
No.
I couldn't even believe people skateboarded in Arizona. I was watching those from Massachusetts. Like, what the fuck? People skateboard and
It's tough when you fall down on the concrete and you burn your
hit a
arm off.
scorpion,
I do miss the Ask
like land on a
Calabrese.
scorpion.
Oh, baby, yeah.
I've never seen a scorpion, by the way. This
Yeah,
is
we were
I'm-
talking about
I'm
that.
almost here 2
It's
years. I've never
real.
seen one.
Yeah,
It's real.
they exist,
Cryptids.
but I don't.
Black light, man. Just put a black light. Oh my God.
That's what everybody says. I've done that.
If
I
you
don't think they
live
exist.
near a mountain
A mountain.
and then just go out there in the pitch black.
I live in like a complex, so
Yeah.
like, I just never see them. But like, it's such
Well,
a bummer,
you
man.
don't want to see him. That's the thing.
That's what
Yeah,
they
you're
say.
right.
But come
Yeah.
on, dude. I do want to see a
He's
fucking
inviting
scorpion.
demons, gargoyles into his house.
They also say that goths don't exist in Arizona, and here we are.
Yeah, they do. Come
It's
fucking
true.
Sunday night to the Van Buren, okay? Because there's going to be a goddamn room full of them.
Oh yeah, butts and nuts, baby.
Butts. What did you say? Butts and nuts?
I know for a fact. Butts to nuts. Near Dark Festival.
Yeah, baby.
Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, so yeah, scorpions exist, goths exist.
Scorpions and gods.
Bobby Calabrese
Exists.
Exists.
exists. He's here.
Okay, that is
In
true.
the
That is
fucking
true.
Flesh.
It's the worst night of my life.
It was easier to see you
dug him
across
out
the
of the
country
Yeah.
than it is here, and we live 10 miles
Hey,
apart.
oh,
Come on.
I'm a nomad.
You're a
I
hot
just do what I gotta do.
Less is more. Less is more. Right?
There you go.
Tell everyone, 100 million people listening,
Hello, everybody.
about your
There is 100 million people listening.
Dungeons and Dragons figure painting.
Yeah, you guys into D&D now? I mean, I heard it's hot shit. But yeah, we got a little campaign going. Maybe we'll tomorrow when we do some sunbathing. Oh, we don't do that, right? Vampires.
666 SPF, dude.
Well, you know, it's like
I got the board games out.
yeah,
Board
yeah.
games, dude?
We're
That's
doing,
my fault.
Yeah, we're gonna do some real nerd shit tomorrow. Maybe some board games, some
Who are
Clue.
you calling a nerd?
I like it too. I said I like D&D. We're gonna do Seinfeld, Clue.
I don't. Seinfeld, dude. That's like one of my favorite shows of all
no,
time.
God.
You guys are we Seinfeld fans here?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Davey, yeah. Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Beautiful.
like it?
I love it.
Favorite episode.
My
This is a fucking horror
They all
podcast.
blend,
I'm talking
they
about
all
Seinfeld, but I gotta ask, what
They all
favorite
blend.
episode? And no, let's not do fucking soup. I hear soup Nazi all the time. Come
Oh,
on,
I
there's
don't,
better.
I don't like that.
There's
I don't
way
think it was
better.
that funny.
Yeah.
Not
Fuck
that
that
funny.
guy.
Yeah, and I mean, Festivus gets a lot of love too, but
Oh yeah, the Festivus for the rest of it. I get it.
the junior min's fun.
Yeah. And I can't think of any of them.
No worries. Let's actually circle back. Since this is a go ahead.
The jerk-off episode.
Yeah, the jerk-off episode.
The jerk. Okay.
Master of your domain.
We just
Everyone
talked-
loves that,
that's
though.
right.
Everyone loves that, though.
Wolf Tummy, who's on the show, Davey, you know him. Wolf Tummy's
that guy.
kind of got that thing going on right now. He hasn't watched porn all year. That's like his thing.
What?
He's going to try to go the whole year without it. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't mean he's not fucking fooling around, but he claims to have. But I call bullshit. I don't think it's. I think if any dude out there has 5 minutes to kill, you're probably, But hey, circling back to this.
Just
So,
expose yourself.
nah, dude, come on.
Sure, put it away.
This is Creepcast, dude.
A bunch of creeps here.
Putting the creep back in Creepcast.
But for sure, man. Circling back to this, I've always wanted to ask you the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I feel like that's got to happen. That's got to happen.
Yeah, that's next
some
up
music?
on my agenda.
You'd fancy yourself doing some of that?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how the Nosferatu score went. I had no idea what I was doing at all.
Right.
I've never scored anything. You know what I mean? I just write a bunch of punk rock songs.
Was that fun? Stressful? All the above?
It was
Like-
stressful once I was halfway through the process, but like I had already done enough to where I was committed, and I was like, all right, I have to just do it. Right. It's like never-ending story, man. You got to
Yeah.
walk through the Southern Oracle. And you just got to
Never-ending
go through.
It's incredible.
Be brave, betray you. But if I would have thought about it, at the beginning, I don't know if I would have started it as quickly as I did.
Sure.
But I just went ham on it because I was so excited. Cortland had a copy, an original one that came from Museum of Modern Art when it came here in 1929,
Right.
From France or whatever, and they were showing it. He had an original copy. It had never been transferred, so I was so excited to transfer it. And there was no music. And that was the whole thing. It was like, do you want to write music? And I was like, yeah, I do. But I didn't even stop to think, like, if I could. I just wanted to.
Right.
But I think that's what, like, made it work. Was, like, I was that invested emotionally in the film that I somehow, I think, pulled it off in a way where, like, I'm not totally embarrassed about it.
It's good.
So,
Good, I heard it.
Yeah, well, thanks, man. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, we bought copies. Yeah.
The next one, there's going to be, like the museum has almost 600 films as it is, and a lot of them are silent. We have like Der Golem, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Dante's Inferno,
Nice.
which is one that like a lot of people haven't seen.
So there's definitely potential for more of those.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going back in at some point.
Do you have any formal music education?
None.
None? That's a trip, man.
Is it
You're like a Danny Elfman
Yeah,
type.
you're.
Thank you.
Hey,
What?
stroke my ego, please. Hey, no, did you isn't that part of your didn't you say you're opening up part of that like a sushi joint that the
You're opening up a sushi
Yeah,
joint?
it's called the Cabinet of Dr. Calamari.
That's pretty good.
No, it wasn't. What is I can't.
That would be a very cool themed. Like,
Yeah.
all like German expressionistic. Everything's crooked and. I don't know if the robots would work like the place we
Oh,
went
maybe they
That's what this episode's going to be called, by the way. The Cabinet of Dr. Calamari.
that sounds good. I'm hungry.
I like it. No, let's go. Let's stroke Bobby's ego.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
I'll
Bobby,
take my-
talk to us.
All right, I'm taking off my pants. Here we go.
No, your ego.
Oh,
Ego, dude.
stroke me. I don't know. Well, I was just kidding. I have no ego.
Are you excited to
I'm
play
just
it?
what?
Are you excited to play live music again?
You know what? This is it, baby boys. We're back.
All right. Oh my god.
What?
What?
I know, so we're
This is it. This is the last one. It sounded like you were saying.
Oh,
So
Shit.
we're doing this in real time, right? So we're gonna
Yeah.
throw this up tomorrow.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
We'll have a lot of listens, hopefully. Fingers
Love
crossed.
throwing up.
Fucking listen. Songs. So can we talk about how many songs you playing?
12, 13,
16, I thought.
16.
Oh, no.
So the set is
We ain't the Ramones.
What?
What was it? Goals?
Goobsy?
12, maybe 12, 13.
VP?
13. It's probably 13. Let's say
Prez?
13. That sounds good.
13 sounds creepy.
Yeah, that's good. 69.
13. Actually, it is 13.
Is it really? And
13
that wasn't
songs?
intentional.
13. Yeah, it wasn't intentional.
How did the set list get picked?
Was
Was that a process?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
No. I don't know. We picked the what did we do? Good songs, best songs, fan favorites.
yeah.
And the
Stuff
ones that
people
sound
stream a
good.
lot.
New stuff.
Music
New
video
stuff.
That would have been a good idea, but no.
Yeah,
It's too late. Hey, Goobs, can you learn it tomorrow?
we were just in the studio with Mr. Bob Hogue.
Shout out Bob Hogue.
Bob Hogue.
Paulin!
Hey, was he here today?
Flying blanket.
Bob's here every day.
Did you see him today? I know he comes.
I did.
I knew we should have got here earlier.
Yeah, I talked about he picked up a Monster World magazine, and he went to see The Cure last night, so he was talking like
He saw.
for a couple hours about The Cure. Did you guys go to The Cure last night? Are you guys Cure fans?
I love The Cure.
Yeah, I heard they were phenomenal. I heard they played for 3 hours.
Was it 3?
Bob actually
Jeez.
said, Bob told me that he sounds better live than he does on the record.
Nice.
Which is
Very good.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Crazy.
He had cool seats too and everything like that. But yeah, I heard phenomenal show. Everybody in here today was at the Cure show last night except for us.
The audience member was there.
Is that it was Davey? Yeah, is that it was
wasn't
that
there.
you weren't there?
Me and Ghouls watched Renfield.
We fell asleep on the couch together watching Renfield.
Hand in hand.
I woke up and he was putting a blanket on me.
Is that his like later losers? I'm going to Robert
No,
Smith.
you woke up when the bristly beard rubbed against your face. He was kissing you goodnight. You're like,
What's going on at the castle?
oh boy, the Calabrese Manor. Casa Calabrese. It's a den of sin.
Den of iniquity.
Zeta walks home
I was going to
after
say
the
that, but
Cure,
I was like, what's that word? Den of equality? Iniquity.
where were we?
we just
Oh yeah, songs.
Yeah, what did we do?
the EP, the new EP.
Oh,
No
got a
Return
new-
from Darkness. You agree?
Yeah.
No Return from Darkness.
Are you okay with that?
Hey,
Goobs, what do you think? Does that
hey.
sound good?
Heard some of it?
I heard you heard it. Okay, yeah.
I did.
Okay, in the car, in the hearse. Yeah.
You got a hearse now?
Yeah, he was in the backseat.
Oh,
Asshole.
Oh,
I like what you did there. What's
you
up?
hear it?
I did hear it.
Okay.
There's
You
even some-
did?
there's
Let
even
pe-
some.
let people know.
Some Italian stuff in there, dude. Some samples.
Do we?
I think.
can't remember.
Italian influence.
Influenced, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, we got Bobby Ho. We said, hey,
Yeah.
give it that nice gabagool
Can Bob-
Italiano.
can Bob music? Like he says
God.
he says he
is
can music.
incredible. He not to spoil the record or the EP,
Fucking spoiler.
but we have a full-fledged chorus,
Yeah.
choir
A choir.
of
Straight up
one
choir.
man.
This is some behind the scenes stuff.
Is there
Yeah.
gang vocals at all throughout?
I guess that
Yeah.
qualifies.
Yeah. Okay.
A gang of like
Dude, Bob's
Benedictine monks.
Yes, the monks.
Yeah, he does the monks. You'll see. It's hard to explain without giving too much away.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be good. What is 5 songs?
I guess what, later this year? Expect that? Sometime?
I was vibing maybe October.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, get it out, baby.
Oh, shit.
There's only one life to live, baby. Let's get it done.
I also thought maybe
What's that?
the first week of October.
Ooh,
I don't know. We got to talk about it.
By the way,
we'll fight about it.
between fucking Calabrese,
want
by the
people
way, between
up?
Calabrese, Blitzkid, and you've been in the shop enough to know that that's
Yeah.
pretty much what the soundtrack is,
Hell
8 hours
yeah,
a day.
dude.
And whatever the plays are, 75% of them, I guarantee you, are Terror Trader.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
those numbers are inflated. Then we're like, we have so many fans.
No, okay, no, for real. though, it is 8 hours a day on loop of this thing.
6 guys that stream it all day.
I will say, here you go. Here's a stroke to the ego. You ready for this?
Yes,
And goals, you too, man. The first thing you'll hear is they walk in, especially if they're first timers, and they're just like, Calabrese, or you'll get the, oh my, Blitzkid, or something, and that's really cool. So
Really?
already, it's a warm welcome, right? Because you're seeing some really cool, spooky shit. We have a nice big wall of like old gore zones and Fangorias, and there's monsters everywhere. But then if that doesn't do it, fucking the tunes do. So I feel like that's been a staple here as well.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
More stores should do that.
More
Yes.
stores,
Calakid.
dude. Okay,
J.C.
so
Penney's.
I don't care. However, you
Toys
guys
R
feel.
Us.
If I'm getting
Chipotle.
tattooed, if I'm getting a haircut,
Yeah.
if there's good music or shit that I like, man, I'll keep coming
It
back
helps,
to that place.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
good
Ambiance
vibe.
for me is everything.
Oh, speaking of,
What's up?
is there a scent to the store?
There is
What is it?
patchouli, I think. You talking about the oddities room?
Okay, there is a scent there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Seen
like it?
Jason. Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, Jason calls them smell goods.
Yeah.
It's like a little incense cone, but he's just like, yo, let it smell good.
Yeah,
I kind of like
that's
it.
good.
I don't know if that's a West Virginia thing, but goals maybe.
Hey, what you know about smell good?
You didn't bring your smell goods with you, did you?
So
I'm gassy.
I haven't.
We got this new thing.
I reckon.
What do you got?
Oh
thing
yeah.
for the show.
If a night of incredible rock and roll and goth and whatever, death rock and demons and
Death
gargoyles
rock,
and
goth and roll.
and biker babes and hot chicks and metal sluts and demons and gargoyles and,
And
big
butts
buff
to nuts.
dudes. Butts to nuts.
Butts to nuts.
If that isn't enough for you, we have a special treat for you. Take it away, Davey.
Yeah.
Is this an exclusive?
Yeah, sure.
Is this fucking
So yeah, we'll tickle your eyeballs.
okay?
And oh wait, wrong
Wait, yeah.
For everybody that was just
nose.
listening, Davey pointed to his ear. But
And-
Oh yeah, eyeballs,
Eyeballs, nose,
ears
ears,
for
and
music,
toes. And, yeah.
and nose.
okay,
So
so
you know-
spoiler alert: all your senses will be.
Yeah.
And how?
Will be touched.
And why? Whatever does that mean, dear sir? Tell us.
okay, so there'll be some fog.
Have you heard of fog?
Have you heard of fog?
The fog, like the Tom
Not
Atkins?
Mr.
No.
Carpenter's
We're-
fog. No.
No, okay.
So we're all vampires here. So we come out with a mist of fog, right? Whoosh.
Sounds good, right?
And that-
What could be better, right?
The fog
But-
smells like a haunted mansion.
Okay.
You
I
add
like
a little dropper in there, get the haunted mansion.
Any chance to like ascend in like coffins? Is that like a no? Van Buren, can you make it happen? Well, VP's like 1,400 years old, so he might just fly like himself in.
Yeah, we're thinking of doing because you could add like the little vials of scents in your fog. Most people are like, "Ooh, it's stinky, foggy."
Right.
But if you add the
We play with some ideas. There was like burning flesh,
oh yeah, crowd pleaser.
like a fire, like
Liquid ass.
liquid ass. Yes.
Liquid ass. I feel like that's been the dominant smell of every venue I've ever been to. It's just liquid ass.
Indeed.
Ooh.
I mean, you guys know, but anyway, is that like a thing at all venues across the country? when
Bend
you play
over.
them? It's just, does
Smell.
everyone have to smell like liquid ass by the end of the night?
It's just you, West Virginians.
It's just mop water and beer is what when I think of
Beer.
like bars. With
Yeah, mop water.
No, not mop
Goddamn.
water. It's like
like chlorinated mop water.
Yeah,
and,
like the bleach
and beer.
water or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and vomit,
Almost. Yeah.
jizz.
Jizz. Okay, well that's definitely on the floor because it's a fucking mess. Oh, but
And they did
Yeah.
just see Calabrese. So they're like, oh,
oh,
We're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Hey, I was thinking,
Bringing the thunder.
in the fog, we could put like, is it like you get the little liquid THC or something? Get it,
do it.
get everyone all
THC.
high,
okay.
and they're all watching it like, whoa, dude, this is the greatest thing.
Goolsby, you were just out here too a few months ago, right? I feel like with the Blitz Kids.
You were? Where was I?
Yeah, I don't know. Where were you?
Hey, long overdue. That was
Dig 'em
amazing,
up.
by the way. So
Thank
what was that?
you,
What
man.
was that? Was that a fun tour?
That was a great tour.
Hey man, people were partying. That was a
Yeah.
big tour too. That was like
Yeah.
a lot of dates.
It was 6 weeks. So it was right about 30 with travel and everything included like I think like 35 shows.
Right.
I believe it was.
Good experience.
Oh, it
Dude,
was great, man.
who's playing drums for you now? What's his name?
Ryan Manning?
And he plays with Pentagram too, right?
Yeah, he plays with Pentagram.
That dude's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That dude is a total sweetheart, man.
He's amazing. It couldn't have worked out any better.
Right.
The drummer that we had lined up for the tour, which the tour was announced in January of 2020, and then obviously the world took a shit. But like we were 2 nights into this tour, then he wanted to go home, and we were like, "Are you kidding us, man? My God, okay."
His cat was at home. So,
And we were like, "Well, what are we
miss
gonna
my
do? Like,
girlfriend."
we got to find another guy, man." And, okay, and we're looking for another guy. And then it's like, well, "I'm out. We don't have a guy yet. Sorry." And I just on a Hail Mary pass called Ryan up, like, "Dude, can you please just go out on tour for I don't know, like 6 weeks with Bliss?"
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
He's
let
just
me
like-
check my schedule.
He's like, "Let me call you back," and he's like, "I'm in, man." So we flew him out, and he was the MVP, man, and it worked out so great. He's our guy. He's with us now. So
Not to put you on the spot or anything like that. Is Blitzkid, is that going to be down the road? Some maybe more shows?
Yeah, definitely, man. We got some stuff like this year in the States. We're only doing 2 shows. We've got the weekend. I don't want to plug it because it's the same weekend you guys are doing the Gathering of the
Oh,
Fools.
yeah.
Well, it's a different
Where's that? Where's
Which
that?
is why I can't
state,
come
though.
out here
Different
because
state.
Right.
I really want to be here for that. But that's in we're doing Brooklyn and then Teaneck, New Jersey.
Are you doing? Is that what the Crypt Keeper 5, man?
Yes,
I love those fucking
great guys, man.
Total sweethearts. They've been like, what's his
about the
name?
Crypt Keeper 6?
The vocal, the dude that does
Johnny.
Johnny. Is he like as cool as he seems?
Oh, dude, such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
One of my best friends.
And a fun live band, by the way. I saw those guys
Yeah.
once, and they're fucking awesome.
Incredible.
But we got definitely talk about a little horror before we depart, okay? And we're a little negative here on it's fucking the way Creepcast rolls, but unpopular opinions or takes. Give me a take, a horror take. Give me a movie that's overrated, a franchise that's overrated.
In horror?
Yeah, in horror. And
Hot take.
We keep it
I want a hot
typo
take.
positive here.
We had this conversation today, and you get the
typo positive.
We end on typo positive. High five. We end on
Positive high five.
Jam me up. We end on typo positive.
He hit my
But
pee-pee.
for me, for example,
takes, huh?
Friday
Oh,
the 13th. That was always my I could do without it. Yeah. Slashers, honestly.
Yeah.
So Jason, by the way, again, the host of
I
the
guess
show,
I have
the
a hot
co-owner of Terror Trader, he's a big 80s slasher guy. He has the triple B's. That's his rule: boobs, bad acting, and what's the fucking other one? Boobs,
More
bad
boobs.
acting, and blood.
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 Yeah.
Blood. So that's his
That's
thing.
a good
So
one.
80s campy slashers,
Butts.
that's his bag, right?
Oh.
So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's his thing. Friday the 13th, blah, blah, blah. But for me, man, I don't know. They just don't do it for me. So Friday the 13th, I'll fall asleep every time I watch the movie. And same thing with Texas Chainsaw. I got to mute it because there's so much fucking screaming in the movie. I can't get through it. But that was my take.
I know what you mean.
Do you guys have any cool takeys about overrated?
Oh, this guy loves to be typo negative.
Who, Bob?
Yo,
I love being negative. Oh, boy. I hate it all. No, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
sucks.
Nothing?
Wait. I'm trying to think.
I could start the ball.
Yeah, you start that ball rolling, baby.
Not the biggest fan of torture porn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what? Like
Yeah.
Hostel?
Yeah, I'm with you. Eli
Yeah.
Roth stuff.
Seesaw
Hostel and a little bit of that seesaw and
by the seashore.
and that
It's interesting, man. I know what you're saying,
just
right?
plot points of
Yeah, just
Yeah,
I get
what
it. The
I
torture
like
porn
to-
genre, yeah, for
yeah.
sure. But then it's weird because it scratches the surface when then the Terrifier comes out, in 2016, because it could be. I think it was 16. If I'm fucking wrong, you guys should know by now. I'm wrong 80% of the time. But
Terrifier had something else. That guy, Art the Clown,
Arthur.
shout out Arthur the Clown. He's got personality. I'll tell you what, he was fun to watch, and there was some unnecessary scenes, but
right,
he gives you good fun time. He does this thing
right. He does
when he shits in the bathroom. You seen it? Have you seen that?
I haven't seen
Oh
it.
my
Have you seen it?
God.
No.
Not to throw
Terrifier. dude.
art on it, but you won't see me doing art at the events anymore. That's not a thing. We got his manager called us and basically gave us
said,
that.
"You're too good."
So he was in fucking New York City, and people were calling him and saying dude, Art the Clown's in fucking Terror Trader. I don't know if I should be telling the story, but here we go. But whatever, it's out there. So his I guess here we go.
Here we
I'm gonna
go.
get into it. Whatever,
Buckle
we'll
in, baby
fucking
boy.
beep it out.
I'll
yeah,
I'll
The
tell you.
names have
that.
been changed to protect the innocent.
I do the Art the Clown shit at the events, and I guess enough people were tagging it. We had lines to fries the whole day, 8 hours. It's a fucking long line, and
People love you.
And there's Krampus here. I won't reveal who Krampus is. We'll keep that secret. But I was the halfway point to kind of break up the monotony of waiting in line, and people got their pictures with Art the Clown, or Arthur the Clown, whatever. But dude was getting tagged so much, and his manager calls from New York, and he's like, dude, you gotta fucking start putting either imposter or cosplayer or something in there because it was becoming really overwhelming. But I ended up meeting David shortly after that phone call in Vegas at Days of the Dead. And he put his arm around me. He was like, dude, what you're
Did he
doing.
say he liked it?
He loved it.
Yeah.
He could have been kinder. And Damien as well. All good guys. The manager, though, again, if you're listening, fuck off. But
Sometimes managers. Sick burn.
Yeah, but yeah,
sad
man.
for that.
So Terrifier, torture porn, maybe. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't really label it as one, but
There's
it is
that
definitely.
saw
Yeah, that's
bit.
a big scene. Goolsby. So basically, there's she's upside down, pretty much handcuffed by her
Yeah.
feet and her hands, and he saws her in half, and completely in half. And it's been kind of the highlight of the Terrifier thing, right? That scene's been pretty
got people
polarizing.
talking.
And
Got people talking.
part two, though, geez, I think David went to see that in theaters
Saw
at
that,
in Cali. I think that
It's really
was
good.
Was it
Terrifier 2
gross?
is really good.
It's gross.
It's very gross.
They upped the ante, actually. The bedroom
And,
scene.
yeah, the bedroom scene. But lots of fun moments. He puts on sunglasses. He puts on little sunglasses.
Yeah.
Very, very kawaii. I think that's cute in anime talk or something. I don't know. I've learned. The kids. But Goolsby, you got anything? Anything that you're just not your bag.
Like I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie movies.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yes.
We got him.
okay. Oh, okay. We should have started with this.
Yeah, you're right. That's
No. I mean, I don't mean any disrespect.
Yeah,
honestly,
we'll
because
tune with you, Rob.
I mean all the disrespect, but no.
So like I'm not really. I grew up in the '90s, right? So I was familiar with all the music, and I thought it was great, like the stage show. But again, I was a punk rock kid, so I never really got into zombie full fledged. I respect him as an artist. I love the fact that he worked on Pee Wee's Playhouse and all that shit.
Can I just say, by the way, as a director, he's phenomenal. Like his vision, his abilities, incredible. I think he just needs to hand over the writing aspect.
Thank you. It's the dialogue that drives me crazy.
It's the
because
writing.
I'm not trying to sound like a snob, but like for me, I have to feel invested in the characters, and I know that's so cliche, but there's no time. I feel like what it boils down to is like rather than like subtly build this character up to be a conflicted individual, it's just fuckity fuck.
Sure.
You're like, okay, so I get it. It's just like this really condensed way of developing someone to be crazy. Like I look at Jack Nicholson in The Shining. You look at Anthony Hopkins. He was just as crazy as any of those motherfuckers in any Rob Zombie movie, but he was very calm and quiet, and just the way he handled himself, it was scarier that way to me. It's scarier.
A lot of it was suppressed.
Yeah,
right. It's like
man.
a slow burn, but
It's just like when
Brilliantly
you're
written.
barraged with the writing, you're just like, dude, I get it, man.
super invested, right?
Thank you.
And but that's always been like my gripe. Because again, all kidding aside, I'm not a hater. I don't actually disrespect the dude, but like the ability's there. Like his movies look like the part. You know what I mean? But you got to hand over the writing. Cinematography is fantastic. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's always been the one struggle with him, because I feel like he writes the same movie, same characters over and over and over again.
But I will say the Monsters, I liked the Monsters a lot because it was I really liked that one. Like that one to me was the one where I was like, okay. Because, and I don't know if it's because I'm familiar with the characters of the Monsters, but I thought that one was handled really well. I like the
Grandpa was great.
Yeah, Daniel Roebuck,
Fantastic.
amazing actor. He's a great supporter of the museum as well.
Nice. Is he really?
He's very good friends with Cortland. He was a
Not
guest
Rob
of
Zombie
ours
now.
back when I was on tour. I didn't get to
Right
go.
on.
And the president of the museum, Bill Diamond, is actually working on one of Dan Roebuck's movies at this time. So again, it has nothing to do with like criticizing, like you're saying, the plots or the directorial skills. It's just I have a problem with the writing in that context. The Monsters, more comedic. I liked it.
And I think that's kind of the thing
I like the comedy
a lot of
too.
us agree on here. The dude's fantastic. He's super talented, obviously, but just writing, it's just. And by the way, you're Rob Zombie. You could definitely afford to hire a writer. And I think that would.
You know what? All right.
Wingman.
I'll give
Yeah,
you-
do nothing wrong with that, right?
So I love Robert Zombie as well.
You're a fan.
I'm a fan. To piggyback on Ghouls' thing.
Gubby.
Guppy
Well, I thought it was Gooby.
Gubsy.
Goobers.
is
Goobers.
Augie.
yeah.
I like
Davey
Goobers.
Calabrese.
Gooby.
Rob sharpened his teeth on making music videos for himself, and then other people eventually. And if you look at his music videos, they're really cool. Like good cinematography, fun to look at. And so I think I think the music, I think the movies are just extended music videos, and maybe a little bit of ego gets in the way because he wants to like write the words.
You want to?
But you can have someone help you.
Sure.
I'm sure Quentin Tarantino gets a little help. He asks a friend.
Q.
Yo, big
Quinn.
QT,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Oh shit, that is the initial QT. I like it.
So, yeah.
You know what I like about Rob Zombie?
I'm rooting for Rob Zombie. I'm rooting
rooting
for
for
Rob
him too.
Zombie.
Me too.
I'm rooting for Danzig.
Danzig. We got to talk about Danzig, right?
Veronica.
We have to. We must.
So they're kindred spirits. We're all rock and rollers, and they just want to do a little something different.
We're all
Absolutely.
just broken little souls, broken children in God's eyes.
But the thing about Rob Zombie that I love, you know what I mean? The thing I love about Rob that I think is really cool is
Always
he doesn't
Halloween.
give a fuck.
His hair.
It's always
What?
Halloween.
He's going to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give a shit. You
His
know what I mean?
outfits. That's cool.
Cool outfits.
What the
cool outfits.
ratings, reviews, he doesn't care. He puts out what he wants
That's
to put out.
true.
And I really respect that. So,
Got
fucking-
one life, brother. Bro.
Right.
He made this great Instagram post where he's like,
I think I saw this one. Is it the reviews or something?
well, he was like, I can't fucking win.
Yeah.
About the monsters. He's like, you don't want me to do all that crazy, killing stuff, and
I don't. And you're still pissed.
yeah, and you're still pissed, and it's like fun, but it's like fun. Yeah, whatever.
Well,
but for the record, this isn't something that like actively bothers me. We're just drawing this out right now. Like, I had to think about it. I was
Yeah.
like, what bothers me?
Yeah, right.
Or
I
like
think
what's overrated? That's
we
it.
definitely elaborated on this because it's a very hot topic here, right? And I think a lot of it's casting too, because I think he's along the lines of like a Adam Sandler, who has like the same characters, which I actually kind of like that method. Like there's chemistry there, which you could see.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino's right. Just writing, man. But Rob's obviously cool and fucking does what he wants, and we'll all end up watching it. And
We love you,
supporting it.
Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love you, Rob. Here's a last fun little horror related question.
Did he have one?
What? Bob, you got an unpopular opinion?
Shit.
Shit.
Give me. Do you have another one I can add on
Bob
to it?
loves the shit. Let's see. What is Bob?
The stuff.
I like everything.
The stuff.
I like everything.
You got one.
Gets what you shits.
You got one
Pink.
horror fan.
What's that?
He's gonna walk a new fan to horror. Just being introduced to horror.
Cool.
You are going to shape this person. You're telling them to watch their first
baby.
film, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the responsibilities on you. They're either getting into it or they're just staying the fuck away from it for the rest of their life because of your shitty, lousy pick. What do you tell them to watch? Is there like a definitive? Is there a definitive
There
movie that
is.
like
Okay.
you got this?
Well,
This is Bobby, by the way.
yeah. No, like we were talking earlier. Yeah, I'm a broken record. I like the same things. It's Evil Dead 2. And
I'm with you on that.
yeah,
Evil Dead 2.
It's
and you could
fun.
even add / Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although some people get it's like fantasy horror, fantasy medieval horror. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi, give me Sam. And Dead Alive, like I said, Peter Jacks. Baby.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, motherfucker.
Evil Dead 2 is a great pick, man. You got everything in that. You got some humor, right?
Yeah.
Because Evil Dead 1 didn't have that, right? It's just pretty straightforward.
Remember like the good old days of splatter comedies.
Yeah.
Just like the Fright Nights and the
Yeah.
Monster Squads. Just,
Sure.
oh, they're not
Dead Alive was
splattery.
a really fun one.
Yeah.
That, by the way, the cover of that,
Splatter.
one of my
Which one?
favorites. Dead
Yeah,
Alive.
with
The skull in the
like
mouth.
this.
Open.
Yeah, that
Fun
used to be
one.
the one where you see it in the video store when I was a
Yep.
kid. I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
Evil Dead 2, though, because the skull, just the way, and then I started it, and then she's fucking dancing around, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'm out. I had to revisit that many years later.
We just saw Evil Dead at Majestic.
Oh, yeah, Hogue was still, I think.
Yeah, we were like, I don't know. I totally forgot.
Main character energy. Goolsby. We went there. The Majestic, a.k.a. what's it? Alamo.
Alamo,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
R.I.P.
Yeah, and they did like a giveaway. Oh, it was a Cult Classics doing that.
Something like that.
No,
yeah.
I think it was
Yeah,
Cinematary.
like,
Cinematary.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
And
Not the same. Jesus.
Hogue won tickets or something.
Oh,
Bobby
free
won
popcorn,
a Bobby won a DVD.
DVD of Evil Dead.
Yeah, and I won something too. But yeah, we all won something. It was awesome.
Would you win? Oh, yeah, Bob told me you won.
It was like one of those things,
Like a poster or
So
something?
like, hey, who wants to come up and do some trivia?
Yeah, trivia. Some
and
Evil
everyone's
Dead
like,
trivia.
crickets. We're like,
Yeah.
and all it was is my question was,
Yeah, what was
what
it?
is the sound that the
Oh yeah,
ghost or whatever the spirit makes while
Can someone do it?
driving or something? I don't know how to describe it. And I did.
Did you see the new one yet? Evil Dead Rise?
No, I heard
Oh,
it was
so
whistled, though.
good. So good.
You want to
Goolsby?
see it?
No, but I've been to the cabin, like where they filmed it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up,
Yeah. Fuck.
asshole!
I didn't want to. That's
awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I'm dating Bruce Campbell.
They don't let you go out there anymore. But yeah, at the time that I went, it was 2001, 2002.
Right
and
on.
I can't remember. It's in Tennessee. It's right outside of Knoxville, which isn't like too far. We used to hang out in Bristol, Tennessee, all the time and play. And
Bristol.
we were out there. But the foundation's still there.
Did you go in?
Is the bridge there? Is that fake?
That's the town down. But yes, the bridge. It's not there anymore.
down.
But the pillars on either side still there.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What was interesting about the house, the cabin, again, it's just foundations, and some of the parts are still there. There's a hole dug. I think like I don't know if this is true or not, but like one of my friends was saying like, oh, that's the scene, where she's in the cellar. Because the cellars were that was actually like shot in Michigan, like in Sam Raimi's. I think like either like somebody in his relative's house. The interiors of the basement were, but I think some of them they actually filmed there. But the chimney's still there and all that stuff. So I took a little piece of the chimney home with me.
Okay. Can you imagine if they they're like, all right, we're gonna leave the book here.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Yeah.
Some nut's gonna come here.
But it's just like the opening scene when the car is going down, and you see the path, and you start looking at it. You're like, oh, I see it. Like I'm on the road.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's all like covered now with like leaves.
You take pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Why did he
Pixar
say
didn't happen, man.
when he was like doing the guy who was recording or whatever? He's like
Raymond Noby.
and he's like, what did he?
Gabagoo.
He's like, whatever you do, don't say these words. Let me repeat them right now. Ah-da-dee-da, don't do the dead. And then he says, why did he record it?
Yeah. I don't know.
To be played back.
Because they had that. The movie had to start at some point.
Whatever you do, don't repeat these words.
But please
I will
do.
repeat them right now. And that'll do just
Do as I say, not as I do.
Maybe he was just documenting and just like his like live journal or something.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
But Evil Dead
Dead
Rise,
journal, really.
incredible.
And fun. Dude, we saw it twice already.
Nice.
Super fun.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah. It was the 2012 or 13 one, that was great as well. Evil Dead's probably like the only franchise that doesn't have a stinker in it. That's long running. You know what I mean?
That's stuff.
That's true, yeah.
And I mean, Raimi, I think, had his hands on it. I think that helps. So
Yeah.
I was supposed to meet Bruce and Raimi in like a week, but
Hell yeah.
they canceled.
Hell no.
They got work. Canceled for work, which I'm interested. That's what I'm saying. Super interested.
Evil Dead Rise.
What are they gonna do?
Rises.
2. Rises.
Rises again.
Risen.
Oh, I like that.
Evil Dead has
yeah.
risen.
You guys just need to just be like the Evil Dead. Don't just throw that in and ship it to them, shop it to them. Evil Dead.
I've
Don't
heard
Rise.
that certain bands try to do that.
Yeah.
Didn't the Misfits try to do that? They like Mars Attacks before it came
Yeah.
out. That's why they wrote the song.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim Burton, check it out. This fucking sucks.
What do you think? Like Stephen King, man, he loved like Ramones,
Yeah, I know.
AC/DC, and all that stuff.
Oh, and they
Did he
got-
really?
I think that's why they did the Pet Cemetery stuff.
No shit.
yeah.
Shout out Stephen King.
And also, on,
Yo, Steve.
Steve.
Maximum Overdrive, the whole
Oh,
soundtrack.
who made who?
Oh, that's Callie's bag. She loves herself some Maximum Overdrive.
You made you.
Well, I got to say, you got about an hour left until the sun comes up, so
Oh my
we might
God.
gotta wrap before you
Well,
guys.
all right, so you said Evil Dead, all those
Evil
Goose
Dead, yes.
Gets and Laughs.
Gold.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
VP.
Cool.
So this is going to be the obvious. Everyone's going to say he's going to say Nosferatu. I don't think that's the best film to start with if you've never watched a horror movie because it could just be
you're
like
right.
this is very.
This is Johnny Two Toes. Has no idea what's going
yeah.
on.
My vote is Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Good one.
Oh.
Good
It
one.
is.
Remake,
Dominant.
1990.
No,
We
the original one.
We saw that
black and white.
sometime in October on
There-
35 millimeter at the place.
Yeah.
Majestic.
Oh, Night of
which
the
was
Living
cool.
Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Oh,
There's
okay.
just there's a
Oh,
there's a
Night.
foreboding like just like momentum of just fear in that movie, man. It
Could
just
we
doesn't
not
stop.
Could we not replace that with Return of the Living Dead?
Return
That's
of
what
the
I
Living
thought
Dead.
Oh,
you said.
Yeah.
Well, Night's cool because it
That's a
captures
good one,
everything,
too.
right? What do you got, Dave?
Dawn of the Dead.
I know where you're going, buddy.
Yeah, of
Day of
course.
the Dead.
Only one. I see you're already about to count. Oh, you get one, pal.
Only one? But we got
What's the first letter? We can
gonna-
guess.
L.
Oh, really quick. Really, we got to talk about
Night
this.
of the Lepus.
Does it start with it? Or
We got to talk about this because you're going to say the Lost Boys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh!
Tim Capello. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, I love that guy.
still believe.
Yeah.
I still believe he hasn't seen the fucking movie. No, I can say it. I
Oh.
talked to him.
He said he's never seen it.
I talked to him.
You said it's okay to tell everyone?
I talked to him. Yeah, in Vegas. No, we're good. Yeah, apparently, he was super open about it too.
Okay.
I got him on film.
Okay.
Oh, my phone was rolling too because I was having him record a video for Callie.
He's at least
So-
seen his scene.
His thing, he did tell me that.
Okay.
But he was like super open about it. I don't know. Maybe he was.
He said
He was eating
never
3
seen
protein
it.
bars while telling me this, by the way. He literally had 3 open. It was kind of amazing, but that's
Sexy
the most Tim
sax
Capello
man.
shit.
Different flavors, maybe at least.
Sexy Sax Man.
No, dude, they were
Yeah.
all like the same.
But wasn't he at that time? He was the saxophone player for Tina Turner, I believe, right?
Was he really?
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, he
he's a
believes.
real actual guy, like a real musician.
Yeah, he was out doing it.
But so he's never seen Lost Boys.
In full.
That's what he says?
In full. Now I'm sure.
what's the Lost
Now
Boys?
I'm sure he's seen it.
Shut up.
You're living the life, baby.
Yeah, I would give
Give me something that's not Lost Boys.
Yeah, and start with the letter, and we'll guess.
well, Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Okay.
Oh,
That's fun. You
just
know.
pillow talk,
Bob's
baby.
disappointed.
Yeah, it's comedy. Well, something that's not Bobby's. Near Dark.
Near Dark.
Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
Hey, a close second for me is Tomb of the Blind Dead. Like,
Get out!
Yeah.
You saw the
and all the
And that's
saw
what
the
made
piece
me
of
think
it.
of it.
Yeah,
That's why I
cool.
got it so excited. I was like,
Jason got that at Mad Monster last year, actually, from Mabry himself. I think that's a 101. I'm pretty sure.
A mask?
Tomb of the
Yeah,
Blind Dead.
Tomb of the Blind Dead.
The old Templar.
A mask?
Yeah, there's one
Dude,
right there.
I love robe zombies.
Take my money.
Hey, Italian horror guy. You see Burial Ground?
Yeah, with the little midget dude.
Yeah, dude. Okay, let's. Never. I'm not even gonna get into that shit.
Well,
because
it's like an actor that's like supposed to be playing as a kid.
a kid, but he's like 30.
Yeah, and he has a little bowl cut, and he's like,
It's so fucking
"How you
weird.
doing, mama?" You know, like, and he's
Right.
just the creepiest part because you're like, But yeah,
Italian
Burial Ground.
shit's weird.
Yeah, it's
But
just,
Let me plug
Spanish stuff.
Let me plug a couple things.
yeah, I was gonna say on the way out here. Let's talk about the
Near Dark Festival.
Near Dark Festival, Sunday, May 21st.
By the way, actually, before we plug things, can I take a minute right here, really quick? I'm not a fucking host, all right? This is what Jason says,
Speaking
all
of-
right?
Yeah,
and
you
I want the
are.
audience to. I'm not a goddamn host. I'm a good number 2. I'll tell. I'm very cool.
No,
I'm cool and comfortable with that.
Number one.
Number
No,
one.
no, I appreciate
Number
it.
one.
You guys are.
Number one. Nah, just kidding. He is a big number 2.
Oh, I respect it, but mad respect. But in all honesty, so this was all over the place, as I expected
got
it
a
to be
good
be
fart
honest.
when you
But I hope it was a good listen, and I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Okay.
But we do have things to talk about really quick before we hop on out
Oh,
of here.
yeah.
So Near Dark Sunday.
Yes. The Near Dark Festival, Calabrese Twin Tribes, Body Light, Urban Heat, Glass Spells, DJ Dave Parlay.
That's a fucking lineup.
okay. Yeah, it's fucking fire, dude.
Fire!
If you don't believe
Fuego.
that goths exist in Arizona, it's
Or
gonna
rock
be-
and roll.
or rock and roll, it's going to be butts to nuts.
But
All right.
is that the hashtag for this this show?
It'd be corsets.
Have you
to
ever been
fishnets.
where it's been but yeah,
Corsets to fishnets.
Yeah. Sunday, May 21st, Phoenix, Arizona. At the
Biker
Beer.
dudes.
All ages.
Hot
okay?
chicks.
It's a good time.
Metal.
Yeah, dude. Okay, we'll tell you that. We're playing Ghost Wolves.
You're playing Ghost Wolves?
The funk of
Yeah.
1,000 funks.
So
look at
that's
that.
cool. That's on Sunday. Oh, also there's going to be a monster market. Okay, lots of good stuff. Get there early. Eat your pizza.
Eat your pizza.
It's next to world famous Ziggy's Arcade.
Yeah, there's a secret arcade thing in the back.
Okay.
Cool. Doors are at 5 p.m. and it's all ages, and we play at 8 p.m.
Important to note, Calabrese plays at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. That's
right.
Sunday night, by the way.
It is Sunday.
And
And
After
so-
you're done with it's great.
out of respect for the churchgoers.
You finish church, you do your thing, you pray.
I thought church was the show. I thought that is church.
It's second mass.
Second mass.
Second mass, okay.
Blacker mass.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're going to be releasing a new EP called No Return from Darkness, Calabrese new EP.
Right on.
Whoa.
Produced by Bob Hogue. Also,
Who's that?
weirdly unrelated, the Near Dark Festival, unrelated to my new.
Ooh, he's plugging his own. Little
I see who's in business for themselves.
What do we call it?
No, let's go.
Clothing brand, vampire. It's for vampires,
it's-
by vampires.
You're wearing the shirt right now.
I'm literally
Where can I
wearing
get
it.
one?
Shopneardark.com.
Shopneardark.com.
Okay. It's a little scary because it's outside my realm of doing band stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I
Orders are only processed and filed during the dark hours. So anything in tie-dye.
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
You never know. We have three. We have three super soft designs.
Debuts?
Okay.
Nice, man.
And
Are you going to be doing more merchandise down the road, like different things besides like apparel and stuff? Will you be
Yes.
venturing out there? I'm excited.
yeah, possibly some girl lines, or maybe some plushies. Plushies are cool.
lingerie.
Yeah, lingerie.
Plushies will be dope.
Plushies?
Yeah.
Of what?
I don't know.
Little baby
Yeah,
fams.
Bobby.
Bob.
My little.
It's going to have a little pull string.
Oh!
Fuck, shit. Fuck, shit.
Fuck shit, gargle, baby.
Oh, God.
But yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
All right, so that's the beautiful. And at Calabrese on.
And then you could find Calabrese at calabreserock.com.
Right.
And we're stream everywhere, Spotify, etc. If you like Ghost and the Misfits and also, all that goth, dark shit.
And rock and roll.
Goth-n-Roll.
Goth-n-Roll, dude. Typo negative, all that.
Sure,
good
sure.
shit, yeah.
VP Ghouls.
Yeah, your turn. Start chilling, baby.
so, well,
because we do have the
Ghouls got a lot, though,
So
man.
Ghouls.
the world famous.
Right.
Dug Ghouls up. to help play bass with us. All right.
Yeah, how do we fucking not even like
good shit.
This is my fault, by the way, for not noting that. But
And so Bobby Calabrese, JD Calabrese, Augie Calabrese.
on stage together
On stage
at
for
one
us.
time.
At the Van Buren. Okay. And he's in so many bands, Blitzkid, etc. Take it away.
He's like, I can't remember the other name.
Robert Midnight.
Take it away.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So many bands.
Yeah.
Blitzkid.
You know, rein it in.
Right? Yeah, let's hear it. So first of all, we can find you at Argyle Goolsby, of course.
So the banner, the umbrella
Sure.
site is acwnnprod.com. That's short for a corpse with no name productions.com, and no one wants to type that, so I
Right.
made it as short as possible. There you go. So I got to spell it. So that's everything that's Blitzkid related, Argyle Goolsby related, Hollow Bodies related. Aside from that, Witch's Dungeon, it's preservehollywood.org or witchesdungeon.org. So you can find out more about the museum there.
Ghouls, how's your back feeling, man? Because you're carrying a lot of load, buddy. That's jeez.
I know he's gonna. We have said, Ghouls, we're not giving 100%. It's all on your shoulders, baby.
That's it, man.
This guy
He's
is
going to be
this guy
flying
jumps
off. Yeah, he's going to be flying off hams, drum sets.
shirtless. I've seen this guy shirtless.
Again, are you
Mamma mia.
OnlyFans or no?
OnlyFans,
Are you giving this
dude.
away for free?
OnlyFans.
I'm telling you, man.
God,
It's
you're
just-
spoiling everybody.
Well,
You're
just
spoiling
teasing everybody. I'm creating the market for it. Right? I'm showing the toes,
Oh, that's.
and then we'll create the demand first.
Are you doing like bathwater yet? Ghouls water? Are you doing any of that?
That's big business.
That is-
Bathwater
No,
and
it's
Baby's
farting.
dollar signs.
Is it really?
and farting into cans. Yes.
Yeah, but you have to be a hot chick.
Like
It's real.
meat ghosts?
Meat ghosts.
Yeah, sure.
What about? Do you remember that site, cakefart.com?
Farts.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
what you're
that's the whole
talking about.
thing.
Oh my god!
Do you know what they do?
We're going off the rails.
They
Sorry,
fart on cakes.
listeners.
Fart on cakes?
Yeah, I mean, this show had no
Or
hope
meat
since-
spin or
Oh yeah, meat spin, lemon party. If you want to jump on that, ladies and gentlemen,
do
you know
not
what that
look that up.
Google lemon party or let's see,
Oh yes,
What's it
goat
called?
see.
goat seat. Yeah,
Guy opens something.
he opens.
Guy opens something.
opens his heart
what,
to you.
That's what goat see means. It's like an acronym. Guy opens something.
Does it?
guys.
Yeah, that's what.
Dubs, do you know goat seat?
Oh, it's a little conversation behind the mics with Ghouls and Bob.
But we
yeah,
got
You got
Gathering of the Ghouls.
Gathering of the Ghouls.
Do not Google
Man,
it.
we are so excited.
Gathering of the Ghouls.
Ghouls. Gathering of the
August
Ghouls.
25th and 26th. I think we got the dates right there.
Over 100 plus vendors.
No, 26th to 27th. Actually, it's a Saturday, Sunday. So that'd be the 26th
Yeah.
and 27th.
I just want to say
Yeah.
one thing. If you happen to be over in Europe in the fall, we're going to be playing Wacken open air in Germany with fucking
Deutsch.
Iron fucking Maiden and Megadeth and Anthrax and you name it. So
Ghost is Ghost.
Uh-oh.
I think Ghost is.
Uh oh, watch your feet, ladies and gentlemen. All the name drops.
Ooh, wait, hold on a second. Huh? What? No,
Dude, we're playing
Hell yeah.
15
I'm
hours
just
after
saying,
Anthrax.
You know, if you're listening and you're overseas, come see us.
Oversees us. No, that's
Jesus.
cool, man.
And
Was
if
that,
you
was,
are,
that, was that like really lame of me to drop?
No.
Hell
drop it
no,
on.
dude.
This is the
This guy
section.
says
Hell no.
he name drops bands
Shop
that we
near
don't even
dark.
play with.
But yes, no. August 26th.
Danzig. Oh,
No, Danzig.
Oh, yeah.
Get it out of the
That's what I
system.
like Danzig.
Mesa Convention Center, which we're going big this time, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we've been doing these events next door. Davey, you've been to a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
Bob, I think you've been to the first one. I think maybe.
yeah.
Probably, yeah. You've been there, dude. We're going big this time, and we're going 2 days at the Mesa Convention Center, as I noted, and we're going to have everything from Lloyd Kaufman and the Trauma team. I love New York Horror. We love that shit. That's Jason's bag, but we all love it here. What's up, Ghouls? Who's?
I'm name dropping again.
No, what's
Do
up?
it.
Drop away,
the
baby.
name.
I gotta hear it.
So I'm in Shakespeare's shitstorm. Like,
You're in Shakespeare
Yeah.
Shitstorm. We're
So-
watching that at the con. We're doing a viewing of this with Lloyd.
okay. So it's
I'll be looking for you.
Yeah, it was the Big Bad.
Yeah.
my friends from shout out to the Big Bad from West Virginia.
Right on.
Lloyd had them come and be the house band in the climactic scene wherever shit's going crazy, literally.
Yeah.
And their bass player couldn't make it, so they called me. Or they're like, "Yo, can you come down and do this?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" So I haven't.
So guys, Ghouls won't be here in August, but you'll see him. Okay, so you'll see him.
Hey.
And so
Hi, Goolsby.
we're actually gonna advertise Goolsby next week on our Instagram. He will be at the event, just on the screen. We just won't notice that. But Charles Ben and the Full Moon team is going to be there. Caroline Williams, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Nice.
The dude who played the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, the little nerd.
Mark Togel, I think his name is. I'm pretty sure that's his name. He's going to be there. Some more guests. Amelia Kincaid, Night of the Demons. You guys want to
that's a
party?
good one.
Amelia Kincaid knows how to fucking party.
Does she? Is she like in the movie?
We had Linnea here last year. She was spectacular, so we're stoked on this one. But there's more guests to be announced too, and so much other fun stuff. So stay posted. Obviously, the Instagram account at Terror Trader. That's where all the news and information is. Come hang out with us. Come just talk horror, all that good stuff. And above all else, man, just thanks for listening. And you're listening to this. It's Saturday afternoon. Tomorrow, what are you doing? Yeah, go to church. All right, go see Calabrese at the Van Buren. 8 p.m. is the set times. 5 p.m. is doors. Get your asses there. And yeah, thank you guys. Anything else anybody needs to add on this? Bobby,
Don't
Ghouls.
fart in the shower.
Don't fuck in the shower?
Don't fart in the shower.
Oh, don't fart in the shower. I was like, interesting. Ghouls, anything? Nothing?
No, thank you very much.
I appreciate you all, by
Yeah,
the way.
thank you.
Thanks, audience.
Thank you, Senator.
I want to say,
yes.
I want to say, I'm very proud of you, Justin,
Whoa, stop it. Stop.
and Jason,
Oh.
and the whole crew of what you do here. And it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, we want a piece of it.
And we're right next to the oddities room.
Yes, that you heard
is
Alistair Crowley.
free
Free.
to hang
Free.
out and look at
Yes.
and take all the pictures you want.
We
And,
encourage that.
Bing, bada, boom, dude. Yeah, you
I really
guys are doing
appreciate that, buddy.
stuff.
That means a lot. There's been a lot of work that goes into it. Jason and Gina,
Yeah.
shout out them. They're awesome.
Yeah.
I hope Jason doesn't listen back to this because he can't know that. Never show weakness. Rule number 1. You know what I mean?
Love you, Jason.
Love you, buddy. Hey, thanks, guys. We'll see you soon on the next episode.
Woo!